Moss Farm.
Hello,
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again too. Okay, so you said while still in pre-launch, I'm starting to set up workshops and discussions that will take place in the first 6 to 9 months once the membership is launched. The in-person stuff is just happening organically, but the online component is harder for me. Do you have any resources in your membership fountain of immeasurably useful frameworks? Oh, bless you. Wait, so the question is resources on what exactly?
Well, I know you have so much stuff there. You might point say, go look at this like you've done every other time, and it's been like beyond gold. It's like the best use of time ever. Is we're doing sort of like at least monthly, maybe even more often, once our Wild Arts Guild membership is live. Um, we're doing gatherings in person and online. Some of them are discussions, some of them are inviting people to do their signature workshop, that kind of thing. The in-person stuff just has fallen in place because most of all of our work until now has all been in person. So we've got partners and organizations that are like, hey, we're doing this thing, come do your stuff here. Great, we're good. But as I'm going to invite people like, I don't know, like you or like your friend Bradley or other people like you that I would love to have come. Do you have some sort of a I know in a bunch of the resources you already had laid out, here's your email chain or here's your checklists of do all of these things, both for the invitation to have them come and then the facilitation of those online workshops. Like, do you have something hidden in your membership where you've got all these other goodies?
Wait, so you mean is it a specific question to the guests? Like if you're going to bring guests in,
Yeah,
how to facilitate that?
yeah.
No, I don't have anything on that.
Ah, okay.
But the thing I would say is it is good you're thinking about the right thing is to systematize this. If you're going to do something
Mhm.
with a lot of guests, now this could be a an online well, one thing you might check out is if you go in the membership and just search the name Milana Lashinsky.
Okay.
Um, she was the first woman who ever came up with this idea of an online summit. I think it was a
Uh-huh.
telesummit when she first started. And she had some really great thoughts. So anyways, that's one version of it. But whether it's a summit, whether you're having a bunch of guests, one thing I would do is you make sure you have a form where you can get all the info that you need from the people.
Hmm.
The photo, the bio, all of that, it just gets collected automatically from them.
Right.
That's one. The second thing is be very clear what you want them to talk about. I'll just say, as a guest, this just happened. Somebody invited me to be a part of their summit, which looks like a beautiful summit. But I get to this part in their questionnaire. It's like, so what do you want to talk about? What's the title of your talk? And I'm like, what the fuck? You asked me.
Right.
How should I know?
Exactly.
So it's helpful. It's very respectful as a guest. If it's like, I love how you talk about this. Would you be willing to have a presentation on this? Great.
Hmm.
In the form, you can put it, or you could just know that that's what it is. Uh,
Hmm.
but then you could say, yeah, what questions should we ask you? Or, are there any things you want to really make sure you touch on? Or do you want it to be an interview? Or do you want to just present? Like I presented to the Belfast marketing meetup, and they said, do you want to do a present? It was only a 25 minute thing. They said, do you want to do a presentation or a interview? And I said, I'd rather just do an interview.
Hmm.
That'd be great. So that's what we did. So, figuring out what the format
Right.
is very helpful. And then making sure you have it's set up so they're going to get the link. Now, that could be that there's a calendar system that you use, which will automatically kick them the thing the morning of or the day before, send them an email. Here's the link. An hour
Right.
before, here's the
Send
link
it again.
again.
Yeah.
Because just assume this is so important for everybody. This goes to what is being asked here, but it also goes to hub work in general. I'm gonna invite you to just write this down and consider it. This is how you approach people. Approach your hubs as if approach your hubs as if they are on the verge of having a nervous breakdown. That seems like a joke, but I'm not really kidding. Assume they are stressed out of their mind and totally overwhelmed and just think, if I was going to love these people, how would I love, like, what does that look like taking care of them?
Mhm.
That's really key. So just reminders, here's what's coming up. I'm trying to think of what else. One of the things Milana said, and I just thought, oh, this is so good because I would love this as a presenter, is also having the chance for presenters to meet each other. Like doing panels where you get some of the online
Mhm.
presenters together, like, hey, yeah, we're gonna have this person, this person, this person who've never met but kind of talk about the same things, do a panel,
Yes.
and I've got some questions that I'm so excited to ask all of them. And because the panelists are often excited to connect with each other.
That's like 50% of what we're looking to do with the online thing. Half would be inviting people to do basically a signature workshop kind of thing, inspired largely by
Yeah,
the work I've seen you lay out with other people. I see how effective those are. And the other half being these discussions from people that are, let's say an artist, a healer, and a systems creator, all
right.
working in different spaces coming together around a very particular question. So that's super helpful.
Yeah, the main thing is the systems when we're doing this. If you're going to be having a lot of guests, just to make sure that you on in the back end for yourself, you have a way to
Hmm.
keep it really organized.
Right.
And on their end, it's transparently simple. They don't even have to think very much. They just kind of click on a link, show up, and everything's handled.
Hmm.
Also, I would encourage you to invite them to show up 10 or 15 minutes early,
Hmm.
kind of in the backstage, just so you can test the mic, test the everything, answer
Right.
any questions they have,
Right.
chat with them. And sometimes it's worth, depending on the situation, doing a pre-call. Like, hey, let's schedule a 20-minute pre-call with you. If you think it's needed, it may not be. Just
In some cases I would, yeah, just for probably for me more than them.
right. Yeah. So that's what I have. I don't know if that helps at all.
Super helps very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right.
Thanks.